I'm Nicole Gilbert, and this is the Nicole Gilbert Quilts YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to show you how to wind a bobbin on your Baby Lock Allegro. This machine is so much fun, and once you get these simple things out of the way, you are going to be off to the races, and I am excited to see what you create. So, winding a bobbin, super simple on the Baby Lock Allegro. And let me shift the camera just a bit, and I'm going to be moving the camera a little bit here and there just to make sure that we can get a really great shot. So let's start with our bobbins. And this is the bobbin that came with your machine, okay? And we want to make sure that we are always using the correct bobbin for the machine, okay? So this is a plastic. You may notice some come with a slight dome, some are super flat. This one is super flat. If you're ever not sure, you forget what class of bobbin your machine uses, please take it with you to the store because using the right bobbin is so important. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bobbin and I'm going to stick it right onto that pole, okay? So this is the actual bobbin winding mechanism, okay? So just like when we are threading our machine, up on this lid here, there is a diagram for how to wind our bobbin. And so we will be following these steps. And so if you hear me call out a number, it's in reference to this diagram that's up here. So first we will have loaded our spool of thread properly, either horizontally or vertically, depending on how it's wound on the spool. So if it is cross wound, we want it horizontally. If it is straight wound, we want it vertically. So we're gonna go into number one, and number one uses this same metal piece here that you use for threading the machine, but we're going to put it on a little bit differently. So we're still gonna put it straight down between the plastic and the metal, and we're going to draw it in, but instead of going all the way up to this back portion, we're going to pull it up into that other leg. You may have noticed that it's like a Y, and you go to this port here to thread the machine. You're going to go to this point of the Y here to wind your bobbin. Then you're going to bring it around the front of that metal piece, and there's a little hook, and it's going to come out the other side here. So we've gone in, around, and back out with that hook, okay? We are then going to take our thread to the other side of our machine, and we're gonna be over on this piece. And there is this little hook that's labeled number 2 on your diagram. The best way to get it through is to hold it between 2 fingers, push it against the front, and slide it on through, and it'll pop right through, okay? Now it's there. Now we're gonna go down and clockwise wrap it around underneath this wheelhouse, for lack of a better word, that is labeled number 3. We're gonna go down the left side, hook around clockwise, and now it's coming out the other side. And you're able to gently pull on it. At this point, we're going to go to our bobbin, and we're gonna wrap this in a clockwise fashion, and I like to wrap it a good, 5 or 6 times minimum. I'm gonna trim off some of this excess thread because it's not gonna be helpful for me in a moment. And then what you wanna do is you wanna take the tail of your thread and pop it through the hole on your bobbin. And there you go. So now it is through the hole on the top of our bobbin. At this point, and I'm going to shift the camera again for you. Okay? At this point, we're now going to follow the arrow's directions, and we're going to push our bobbin over. And your machine will make a fun little digital sound that's basically saying, yeah, I feel you. We're about to wind a bobbin. I got you. And at this point, you're gonna maintain hold of this little thread and you're gonna step on your pedal and your bobbin is gonna start winding. And once you see that it has taken, you can let go of that thread. And there we go, just winding that bobbin. And it's super smooth and pretty quiet if I do. I mean, I think it's pretty darn quiet. And they're great sized bobbins. And once your bobbin is full, it will stop spinning, just like this one did. At this point, you can go ahead, clip your thread, slide this back over before we pull our bobbin out, pull our bobbin off, and there you have it. You have a perfectly wound bobbin. How awesome is that? All right, folks, enjoy your Allegro, and I will see you in the next video.